Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 extended in a session October-November 2023 Paper 2-1. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle means two sides and two angles are same. Find the value of x. Okay, since this is an isosceles triangle, the two sides are same and the two angles are also same. If this angle is 41 degree, this angle is also 41 degree. Right? Okay, and we know that sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. So we can say that angle x, angle 41 and angle 41, all of them add up to 180 degree. Now we can easily solve for x. So x degree is going to be 180 minus 41 minus 41. Right. 180 minus 41 minus 41. This is 98 degrees. So the angle x is 98. Question number 2, the stamp and leave diagram shows the time in minutes it takes each of 15 people to complete a race. Right. Okay, so the key we have given 1 and this 6 represents 16 minutes. 16 minutes, 16 minutes, 15 minutes and so on. Find number A, the mod. Mod is the most repeated frequency. So the most repeated one is 6633. 77711. So 777 is the most repeated one and it comes with 2. So 27 means 27 minutes according to the key. Part B, the range. Range is a difference between the higher value and the lower value. So the higher value we have given in stamp and leave diagram, the values are already in a ranged form. The higher one is 31, 31 and the lower one is 16, 16. So 31 take away 16. This is a range. 31 minus 16 is 15 minutes is the range. Okay. Now for part C, the median. Median is the middle value of the data. Since we have 15 people to complete the race, so we have to find the middle value of 15. So means 7 on the right, 7 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The middle one is 5 and it comes with 2. So 2, 5 is 25 minutes is the median, the middle value of the data. Question number 3, complete these statements. Part A, when x equals to blank, x plus 3 equals to 8. So we have to solve for x. So x is going to be 8 minus 3. We have to shift the 3 on the other side. It becomes negative. So 8 take away 3 is equals to 5. So x equals to 5. When part B, when 7y equals to 63, what is 10y equals to? Okay, so we have given 7y which is equals to 63. We have to solve for y, dividing by 7 on both sides. So 63 divided by 7, this is equals to 9. And 7 divided by 7 is just 1. So we get y equals to 9. So y is 9. What is 10y? So 10y is going to be 10 times 9, which is equals to 90. So here we have 90. Question number 4, the table shows some information about Amir's shopping, fruit, cost per kilogram, number of kilogram Amir buys and the cost. So we have oranges. Okay, the cost per kilogram is given and the number of kilogram Amir buys is given, right? So we have to find the cost, the total cost of oranges, right? So we have to complete the table basically. Okay, so the total cost of oranges, the number of kilograms Amir buy oranges are 3.2, right? And times per cost of per kilogram of orange is $2.35. Here we will get the total cost of oranges. 3.2 times 2.35. This is going to be $7.52. 7.52. 7.52. Right. This is for the first one. Now for bananas. Bananas, we have to find the cost per kilogram, Number of kilograms Amir buys banana we have given, and we have to find the total cost as well. So by using this information of total, first we have to find the total cost of bananas, right? So by doing this, you can say $13.54 subtract $7.52. We will get the total cost of bananas. 13.54 subtract answer, which is 6.02. $6.02. 6.02, right? This is the total cost of bananas. Now we have to find the cost of bananas per kilogram. To get the cost of bananas per kilogram, we have to divide the total cost with the number of kilograms of bananas. Okay, so we can do the total cost is $6.02. It is going to divide with the number of kilograms of bananas, which is 2.8 kilograms. We will get the cost of per kilogram of bananas, which is 2.15. This is a cost of per kilograms of bananas, $2.15. Now the table is completed. Question number 5, factorize completely, part A. So first we have to find the common factor of 42 and 35. 7 is the common factor. We can take 7 common, 7 times, and m and k, m is common, right? So 7 times 6 is 42. M is already common, k is left. And 7 times 5 is 35, and m is already common. So the complete factored form is 7m into 6k minus 5. Right, now for part B, 8 square minus 144 square. So difference of square we have to use 8 square minus 12 square. 144 is the square of 12. Difference of square a square minus b square is using the formula of a square minus b square over here. So that is a square minus b square. This is equals to a plus b into a minus b. This is going to be the factors. So here a is h and b is 12. So h plus 12 and h minus 12. These are the two factors. Question number 6. For each of 10 people working in an office, a scatter diagram shows their salary and the value of their car, right? The value of cars in dollars and the salary in dollar, right? Number A, one of these people has a salary of $28,000. Find the value of their car. $28,000, right? This is 28, 22, 24, 26, 28. Let me find the value of their car. Okay. All right, draw the straight line. This is going to be the value of their car, which is $4,800 is the value of the car. So $4,800, right? Now for part B, another person starts to work in the office. Their salary is $54,000 and the value of their car is $6,100. Plot this information on the scatter diagram, right? The salary is 54. Here we have 54. And the car value is 61, 6,100. So we have 6,100 is in the middle, right? So let me plot this information. All right. This is the line for 54,000. And here is the line on 6,100 is in the middle, right? So the point plot over here. Now for part C, what type of correlation is shown in the scatter diagram, right? Let's see the scatter diagram. So when the salary of the people working in an office increase from 0, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 and so on, as you can see, the value of their car also increase. So when one quantity increase, other also increase. That is a positive correlation. Right. Question number 7. The exchange rate between Singapore dollars and euros is 1 Singapore dollar is this much, 0.62 euros, right? That is exchange rate we have given. Find the value of 161.60 euros in Singapore dollars. Right. Okay, so 1 Singapore dollar we have given. So we have to find what is the value of 1 euro. 1 euro is going to be 1 out of 0.62 Singapore dollars. Right? So what about this much euros? So we have to times it. So 1 times 161.62 euros. This is going to be 161.02 over 0.62 Singapore dollars. All right. Let me simplify this. So this is going to be 161.6020 divide 0.62, which is 260 Singapore dollars. 260. Question number 8, calculate. So first we have to convert the improper fractions, the mixed numbers into improper fractions. So as we know that 7 times 11 is 77 and adding 3 is 80. So this is 80 out of 11 and times 3 times 10 is going to be 30 and then plus 3 would be 33 out of 10. Okay, we have to times it, right? Okay, so we have 80 times 33. The numerators are multiplying. 2640 and 11 times 11 is 11 times 10, sorry, this is 10. This is 110. I messed up. 11 times 10 is 110. Yes. 2640 divides 110. This is 24. The simplified answer is 24. Question number 9. Find the highest common factor HCF of 140 and 126. Right. So 120 and 146, first we have to write down the prime factorizations of both numbers, right? For 140 and 126, let me do this. For 140 and for 126. So 140, starting with 2, 2 times 7 is 14 and 0. 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10. And 5 times 7 is 35 and 7 times 1 is 7, right? Now 126. 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 3 is 6. It goes with 3 times tables, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 7 is 21 and 7 times 1 is 7. Let me write down the prime factorizations of both numbers. 140 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. And for 126, this is 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. Okay, now for HCF, we have to pick the common factors only. So as you can see, 2 is common in both and 7 is common in both, right? So that is going to be the HCF. So we can say HCF of 140 and 126 is going to be 2 times 7, that is equals to 14. All right. Question number 10, simplify. Number A. When bases are same, n exponent 5 and n exponent 1, we have the same bases, we can easily add the powers. So n exponent 5 plus 1, that is going to be n exponent 6, n power 6. Now for part B, 8x exponent 6 divides 2x exponent 2, right? So first simplify 8 and 2. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. X square is cancelled with x square, we are left with 4 over here. So this is 4 x exponent 4, right? Now the next one, we have 243, its power is going to be 2 by 5, and y20, its power is going to be 2 by 5. Let me simplify. 243 exponent is 2 by 5, which is 9. right? And we have y 20. So let me simplify this separately. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 4 is 20, and 4 times 2 is going to be 8. So this is y 8. So I just simplified 5, cancel 5 with 20 and multiply 4 with 2. So 9 y exponent 8 is a simplified answer. Question number 11, we have to solve this. So first we have to apply the distributive property. 4 times 2 is 8x and 4 times 3 is 12. This is greater than equals to 43 plus 3x, right? Now shifting the x terms to the left and the constants to the right. This is 8x is already on the left side and this is 3x is positive. So when we shift on the other side of inequality, it becomes negative 3x. This is greater than equals to 43, so the constant which is already on the right side. Shift negative 12 on the right, it becomes positive 12. Right, so from 8 take away 3, this is going to be 5x. This is greater than equals to 43 and 12. 43 plus 12 is 55. Okay, so to solve for x, we have to divide both sides by 5. 5 divides 5 is just 1, so x is greater than equals to 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 11 is 55. So the answer is x is greater than equals to 11. Question number 12, write 0.42 recurring as a fraction in its simplest form. You must show all your working, right? So in this type of questions, first we have to consider x. Let x is going to be 0.42 and recurring, right? And we are multiplying with 10 on both sides. 10x is going to be 10 times 0.4222 and so on, right? So 2 is repeating. So 10 times 0.422222, this is 4.222. This is going to be 4.2 recurring, right? Now the first thing, so in this type of question, the first step is to let x equals to that number. And then we have to shift the non-recurring digit. The 4 is the non-recurring digit before the decimal. So it is 0.4. So we have to times it by 10. That is why I times it by 10, right? Now we have to shift the recurring digit 2 before the decimal. Again, we have to times by 10. So 10 times 10x equals to 10 times 4.2, 2, 2, 2, and so on, because 2 is recurring, right? 10 times 10, this is going to be 100x, and this digit is times by 10, 4.2, 42.2 recurring, right? So basically there are 3 steps. Let me repeat one more time. The first step is to let x equals to that number. In the next step, we have to move the non-recurring digit before the decimal, so times it by 10. And then we have to, this is going to be 4.2 recurring, right? And then the third step is we have to move the recurring digit before the decimal to again times it by 10, right? Now we have to subtract the 2 equations, 10x, the first one, and 100x. This is the second equation. Let me subtract the 2 equations to get the x value. So this is 100x. This is going to be 42.2 recurring, and 10x, this is going to be 4.2 recurring. Now let me subtract both sides. From 10 take away 100, obviously this is 90x, right? So this is 42 and 2 recurring, subtract 4.22222. This is 37.9999. So this is going to be 38. We can round it to 38, right? So what is x equals to? X is equals to 38 out of 90. Let me convert this into simplest form. 38 divides 90 is 19 over 45. Question number 13. At the end of 2021, there were 27,000 rhinos living in the wild, right? The number of rhinos is expected to decrease exponentially. This is exponential decay by 3% per year. Work out the number of rhinos expected to be living in the wild 4 years later at the end of 2025. Give your answer correct to the nearest whole number, right? So this is exponential decay. We have to use a formula for exponential decay. The population is decayed. So the formula is P equals to P naught into 1 minus I exponent t. This is the formula of population of Reconus of exponential decay, right? So we have to solve for the population of Reconus after expected to be living in the wild after 4 years, right? So this is P we have to find. P naught is the initial one, which is 27,000. 1 minus, and the rate is 3%, 3 out of 100. And the time is 4 years. Just simplify. Okay, so, 3 divide 100 and 1 subtract answer. And its exponent is 4 and times by 27,000. This is going to be in whole numbers. We have to give the answer in whole numbers, keep in mind. So this is 23,900 and 902.9. So it is rounded to 3, 903 in terms of whole numbers, 23,903. Question number 14, part A. The Venn diagram shows information about the number of elements in set A, B, and the universal set. Number of elements in the universal set is 52. We have given this information. Find number of elements in A intersection B, right? So the first information we have to use that the total number of element in this universal set is 52, right? So it means x plus 5x plus x plus 5 plus 12 minus x. The whole sum is equals to 52. So 15, add up to 5x, add up x plus 5, and add up with 12 minus x. This sum is equals to 52, right? Now let me solve for x here. So positive x and negative x is cancelled out. We are just left with 5x over here, right? So this is 5x is going to be 52. 15 is negative, shifting on the right side. 5 is also negative, shifting on the right side, and 12 is also negative. Now let me simplify for 5x. 52 minus 15 minus 5 minus 12. This is 20. Okay, let me solve for x. Dividing by 5 on both sides. So x is going to be, we have 5 divides 5 is 1, 5 times 4 is 20, so x is equals to 4. Right. Now the question is, we have to find the number of elements in A intersection B. So these are the number of elements in A intersection B. So number of elements in A intersection B is equals to x plus 5. And what is x? X is 4. So we have 4 plus 5, and this is going to be 9. So the answer is 9. Part B, in this Venn diagram, shade the region C intersection D intersection E. All right. So the intersection of all three. This is C and this is D. First, let me solve what is C intersection D. C and D, their intersecting region is this, right? And then this region is going to intersect with the E, this E. Right, this region and this E. So the main one is just this one, the middle one. The intersection of all the three sets. That is pretty easy. Question number 15. By shading the unwanted regions of the grid. So we have to shade the unwanted regions of the grid, draw and label the region R which satisfies these inequalities, right? We have to draw and we have to label the region R which satisfied by these three inequalities, and we have to shade the unwanted regions as well, right? So three things we have to do. We have to draw, we have to label, and we have to shade the unwanted one. So the first inequality is y is greater than 1. Okay, so we have, this is y equals to 1. So y is greater than 1 is going to be the dotted line. Let me draw the dotted line. Y is 1. Let me draw the dotted line over here. Okay, this is y is 1, and it's not equality is not involved, so it is just y is greater than 1. That is why I'm using the dotted line. So y is more than 1, we have to shade that region. What is y is more than 1? So y is more than 1 is, this is going to be the shaded one. You have to shade as well, right? Because we have to, you said we have to shade the unwanted regions. Let me show the shadings as well. Okay. The next one is y x is less than equals to 2. So first x is equals to 2, and then we can shade the less than 2. So x is equals to 2. This is the line, x is equals to 2. So x is less than 2 is this region. Let me shade it. Okay. This region is going to be shaded, the less than 2. Right. Now the third inequality is y is greater than or equals to x plus 2. So first we have to draw the line y equals to x plus 2. So this is the form of y equals to mx plus c. M is the slope, C is the y-intercept. The y-intercept you can see is 2. The slope you can see is just 1. So y-intercept is 2. So 2 is the y-intercept. And the slope is equals to 1, which is rise over run. So we have to rise 1 unit, and the run is also 1 unit. So this is the line. Let me connect the points to get the line. Okay. This is a line y equals to x plus 2. So, but we have to shade y is more than x plus 2, the shaded one. So y is more than x plus 2. This is y equals to x plus 2. The more is this region. This is going to be the shaded region, which already shaded, right? Now we have to, we already draw all the 3 inequalities. The next thing is we have to label the region R which satisfies all 3 inequalities and shade the unwanted regions. Okay, the 3 inequalities which satisfied. Okay, the first one is y is more than 1. This is more than 1, this region. This intersection with more than, this is y is more than 1, x is less than 2, right? So y is more than 1 is this region, and x is less than 2 is this region. So we have to find the intersection of both. This one with intersection with this one is only this portion, right? As you can see, it involves in both this portion and this portion. Just this region is the common one, right? And with the third inequality, the common region is just this one. This is going to be the R. So we have to raise this region, and the rest of the unwanted one. So this is the region that satisfy all the 3 inequalities. Let me raise this because we are not going to shade the region which is satisfied by 3 inequalities. The question is we just have to shade the region which is the unwanted regions. We have to shade. The rest are the unwanted regions. So that is unshaded one. This is the region R which satisfied by 3 inequalities. Y is more than 1, x is less than 2, and y is more than x plus 2. This is the region which satisfied by 3 inequalities. I hope this is clear now. Question number 16, P equals to 2W plus 2H when W is 11 and H is 9.5, both correct to 2 significant figures. Yes. The 2 significant figures in W are 1, 1, and 2 significant W figures are in H are 9 and 5, right? Both are correct to 2 significant figures. Find the lower bound and the upper bound for P, right? So for the lower bound, we need the lower bounds of W and H, and for upper bounds, we need the upper bounds of W and H, right? So first, let me find out the lower and upper bounds, right? So first, we have to work on the W, right? The lower bound, and W, the upper bound, right? So W is 11, and we know that in lower bound, we have to subtract. right? So the degree of accuracy is just this is the whole number, 11 is a whole number, so it is just 1 by 5. The degree of accuracy is 1 by 5, so it is add, sorry. In upper bounds we have to add, and in lower bounds we have to subtract. The number is 11, the degree of accuracy is just a whole number, so it is 1 by 5 and 1 by 5. Adding and subtracting 1 by 5, so we know 1 by 5 is equals to, sorry, it's not 1 by 5, it's half 1 by 2, 0.5 basically. So in 11 subtract 0.5 and 11 add 0.5, right? So from 11 take away 0.5, this is equals to 10.5, and 11 add 0.5 is 11.5. So these are the upper and the lower bounds for W, right? Let's work on H. The H, the lower bound, and the H upper bound, right? So again, this is 9.5. In lower bounds, we have to subtract some number, and in upper bounds, we have to add. The degree of accuracy is 1 decimal place. So this is 0.1 by 2. 0.1 by 2. So this is a whole number, so it is 1 by 2. This is the 1 decimal place, so it is 0.1 by 2. For 2 decimal place, 0.01. For 3 decimal place, 0.001, right? I hope this is clear now. 0.1 divided by 2 is 0.05. So 9.5 subtract answer. This is 9.45. Right? And 9.5 add 0.05. This is gonna be 9.55. Okay, now we have the upper bounds and the lower bounds of both quantities W and H. Now we have to find P, the lower bound, because first we have to solve for the lower bounds. P lower bound means 2W lower bound plus 2H lower bound. So what are the lower bounds? W lower bound and H lower bound is 10.5 and 9.45. So 2 into 10.5 plus 2 into 9.45. Let's simplify. 2 into 10.5 plus 2 into 10.5 plus 2 into 9.5, which is equals to, sorry, 9.45. Again I messed up. Let me calculate again. 2 times 10.5 is 21, and 2 times 9.45 and adding 21, 39.9. This is the lower bound. Okay, now let's work on the upper bound of P. So P upper bound is 2W upper bound plus 2H upper bound, right? So the upper bound of W is 11.5 and the upper bound of H is 9.55. Just substitute the values. 2 into 11.5 plus 2 into 9.55. 2 into 11.5 plus 2 into 9.55. 42.1 is the upper bound for P. I hope this makes sense now. Question number 17. A, B, and C are the points on the circumference of a circle. Center is O, right? It's a circle. The center is O, and A, B, and C are the points on the circumference. Tangent DE touches the circle at C. So we have a tangent DE. It touched the circle at point C. Angle B, C, and E. B, C, E, this is 53 degrees, and the angle ACO. A, C, and this O is 20 degrees. Find the value of X. Okay, so first let's see what information we have given. So we know that OC and OB, these are the two radii, so they are same. Right, OC and OB are the two radii, so they are same. So it means these two angles are same. Right, so this information we have given. Okay, so these two, the two sides are same because they are the two radii, the two angles are same. This is an isosceles triangle, but we don't know this angle to get the rest of the two angles. So let me use another information which we have given, right? Alternate segment theorem we can use. Yes. So we have, as you can see, the tangent DE makes the angle 53 with the chord BC. The tangent makes the angle 53 with the chord, and this angle is equals to the angle in the alternate segment, which is, this is the alternate segment. So this angle is also 53 degrees, right? So the first information I used over here is alternate segment theorem. Right. So the alternate segment theorem says the tangent makes the angle with the chord is equals to the angle in the alternate segment, right? Now the next theorem I'm going to use is, as you can see, the angle on the circumference subtended by the arc CB, this CAB, this is 53. So COB is twice the angle at the center, right? Angle at the center is twice angle at the circumference. Subtended by the same arc. This is the main reason. So they are subtended by the same arc, CAB, COB. So this is twice. So twice of 53. 2 times of 53 is 106. 2 times of 53 degrees. This is 106. This is 106. Now we can use the information of isosceles triangle. The two radii, OC and OB, they are same. So angle C and angle B is also same, right? So sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So we can say angle C is plus angle B plus angle 106. This is equals to 180 degree. And angle C and angle B, these are the two same angles. Let's say these two angles are X. No, X is already over here. Let's name these two angles as A. Right, these two angles are A, right? So we can say 2 times of A equals to 180, take away 106, right? 180 minus 106, this is 74 divided by 2, which is 37. So we have A, which is equals to 74 divided by 2. This is gonna be 37. So this A, this is 37 degrees. This angle is also 37 degrees. All right. Now we have to solve for X by using the information of the triangle ABC. Sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. We can easily get the X value. This is the fourth step. The first step is the alternate segment theorem. The second step is the using the information of the theorem that the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, but when they are subtended by the same arc. And then the third information is using the information of isosceles triangle. And the fourth one is sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Right. So using the triangle number 4, this is number 4, this is number 3. Okay, sum of all angles of triangle. Angle A is 53 degrees. Angle B is X and 37. And what is angle C? 20 and 37. This add up to 180. Right. Now we can easily get the X value. That is pretty easy now. 53, 37, 20, 37. So X is gonna be 180, take away 147. 180 take away answer. This is 33 degrees. X is gonna be 33 degrees, right? Question number 18, find the value of, calculate the value of Y. Okay, so we have given this triangle is not a right angle triangle. So we have the two sides and the two angles. One angle is given, the other is unknown. So easily we can apply law of sine over here. Law of sine, the two sides and two angles. Finding the unknown angle. So we can say from law of sine, we can say sine of y divides, the front side is 8.3 centimeters. This is equals to sine of 105 divides its front side is 16.2 centimeters. Both are in centimeters, right? So what is sine of y? Sine of y is going to be 8.3, the cross multiplication, over 16.2. 8.3 is multiplied with this quantity, times it by sine of 105. So angles are in degrees. Keep your calculator in degrees. For calculation, it is already in degree. So what is sine 105 times 8.3 divide 16.2? Okay, this is equals to 0.4948. Right, so what is y? Y is equals to sine inverse of 0.495, round it. Sine inverse of answer 29.66 or 29.7 up to 1 decimal place. 29.7 degrees is that angle y. Question number 19, part A. Sketch the graph of y equals to cos x for x is between 0 to 360 degrees. This is 0 to 360 degrees, right? We have to sketch the graph. So that is pretty easy. So let me break from 0 to 360. Let's say this is, okay. So 0 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and this is 360 degrees, right? So let me start with cos 0, cos 90, 180, 270, and 360. So as we know that cos starts with a maximum. So the cos 0 is always 1. You can calculate as well. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 90 is 0. Cos 180 is -1. Yes. Cos 270 is 0. And cos 360 is 1. Yes. Let me connect all the points to get the curve for this sinusoidal function. Right. Now for part B, when cos x is equals to 0.21, find the reflex angle x, right? So we have to find the reflex angle. So what is x? First solve for x, which is cos inverse of 0.21. Cos inverse 0.21, this is 77.87, 77.9 we can say. 77.9. So if I draw this information over here, so 77.9 is that angle, let's see, right? So this is the angle. Cos of 77.9 is equals to 0.21. We have to find the reflex angle of x. The reflex is this angle. So we can say the whole circle is 360 degree. From 360, we have to subtract this angle. We can get the reflex angle, right? So the reflex angle is from 360 degrees, subtract 77.9 degrees. 360 take away answer. This is 282.12 degrees. That is the reflex angle. Question number 20, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. As a single fraction and in the simplest form, right? So from simplify the numerators and the denominators. So from the numerator we have 10 and 60. We can take 10 common, and x is also common. We are left with x minus 10 times 6 is 60. In the denominator we have a quadratic expression. We have to factorize, so it is 30, and 5 times 4 is 30, and 4 minus 5 is negative 1. So x square plus 4x minus 5x, breaking the midterm, negative of 30. Right. Now let me find the factors. 10x, the numerator stays the same. It is already in the factored form. In the denominator, we can take x common from the first two terms. X plus 4 is left. Negative 5 is common. X plus 5 times 4 is, it's not 4. 5 times 6 is 30. Yes, I messed up, sorry. 5 times 6. So this is gonna be 6 and this is gonna be 5. So this is 5. 5 is common. We can take 6 common. 6x and 5 is left over here. I hope this is clear now. So let me explain one more time. So from 10x square minus 60x, I took 10 common. 10 and 60, the common is 10, and x square and x, the common is x. So from here we are left with just x, and 10 times 6 would be 60, right? From the denominator we have to break the midterm. So 1 times 30 would be 30. So we have to find the factors of 30 when their difference would be negative 1 to break the midterm. So we know that 5 times 6 is 30, and 6 minus 5 is negative 1. So 5 minus 6, sorry, 6 should be negative. Now to get the from x square and 5x, x is common. We are left with x plus 5, and here we have 6 common, negative of 6 common, x plus 5 is left, right? Let me simplify again. So the numerator is already simplified, 10x into x minus 6. The denominator factors are x plus 5 and x minus 6. Just combine the factors, x plus 5 and x minus 6, right? Now cancel the like factors. The like factors are x minus 6. So the simplified answer is 10x over x plus 5. 10x. 10x out of x plus 5 is a simplified answer. Moving to part B, we have to do the cross multiplication, obviously. 7 into 8x minus 1 plus 5 into x plus 3, and this is going to divide with x plus 3 and 8x minus 1. You can keep the denominator into the factored form, or you can multiply it to get the quadratic expression. This is your own choice. 7 times 8 is 56x. 7 times 1 is 7. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15. Divides, the denominator is same, x plus 3 and 8x minus 1. Now 56 adding 5 is 61. So this is 61x. And from 15 we have to subtract 7, which is 8, I guess. 15 take away 7 is 8, yes. Positive 8. And the denominator is same, x plus 3 into 8x minus 1. So this is the answer in a single fraction in its simplest form for 20B. Question number 21. The diagram shows a cuboid A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. AB is given. So this AB is 15.1 centimeter. So DC, EF and HG is also 15.1 centimeter. BC is 4.5. BC is 4.5. FG, AD, EH, they all are 4.5 centimeters. And CG is 9.2 centimeter. CG is 9.2. BF, AE, DH, all are 9.2 centimeters. Calculate the angle that the diagonal BH makes with the face ADHE. Okay, so we have to find the angle that the diagonal makes with this face, right? So as we can see, the AB, the base, this AB, this is perpendicular to the face. right? The line AB is perpendicular to this face. So it means AB is perpendicular to every line segment of this face, right? So the main concept in this question is, which we have to understand, that when AB, as you can see, this AB, this line AB is perpendicular to this face. So it means AB is perpendicular to every line segment of this face. So if I connect A with H, so AH is also perpendicular to AB, right? So so now we have AB, we don't have BH, we don't have AH, right? So let me solve what is AH. Number one, solve AH. Let me solve for AH. So if I consider this triangle A, D and H, this is also a right angle triangle. This side is perpendicular. A to D is 4.5 centimeters. D to H is 9.2 centimeters. Okay, so we have given the two legs. We can use a Pythagoras theorem to get AH, right? So from here, AH square, hypotenuse square, equals to 4.5 square plus 9.2 square. Simplify. So 4.5 square plus 9.2 square is this, right? So what is AH? AH is a square root of 104.89. Square root of answer, which is 10.24. This is 10.24 centimeters. 10.24. This is AH, right? Now in the next step, we have to solve for the angle which it makes with the base. This angle we have to calculate. No, sorry. Not with the base, with the face. It says it makes with the face. The diagonal makes the angle with the face. So that angle. This is angle theta. The diagonal makes with this face, right? Okay, so we have AB, we have A to H. It's a right angle triangle. We can solve for the angle theta, right? So in the next step, solve for theta. Let me draw this triangle separately, A, B and H, to visualize the situation. It's a right angle triangle. Because when AB is perpendicular to the face, so AB is also perpendicular to each line segment in the face. So A and H, as you can see, AH is a perpendicular, and we got AH is 10.24. And AB we have given is 15.1. We can solve for this angle theta. The opposite and the adjacent side we have given. So using the ratio of tangent, we can easily get the theta. So we can say tangent of theta, the opposite side is 15.1 and the adjacent is 10.24. Solve for theta, which is tangent inverse of something. 15.1 divides 10.24. Tangent inverse of answer, which is 55.85. 55.86 or 55.9 degrees is the angle that the diagonal makes with the face. Question number 22. ABCD is a rhombus with side length 13.6 centimeter. A, B, C and D. This is a rhombus. Rhombus has all four sides are equal. So it is 13.6. All the four sides are 13.6 centimeters. Angle ABC we have given is 41 degrees. And BAC is a sector of a circle with center B. B, A and C. This is a sector of a circle. The center is B, and DAC is the sector of a circle with the center D, right? Calculate the shaded area, right? Okay, so first, as you can see, if I draw the line over here and make a triangle in two portions. So as you can see, ABC is a triangle and ADC is a triangle, and both have the same areas, right? And BAC is a sector and DAC is a sector, and both have the same areas. So first let me calculate the areas of the two sectors and areas of the two triangles, right? So area of triangle ABC, which is equals to half the product of two sides AB and BC, both are 13.6, and sine of angle, which is 41. 13.6 into 13.6 into sine of 41 degrees. This is the area of the triangle ABC, and same area of a triangle ADC as well. It's in degrees, yes. Sine 41 degrees times 13.6 times 13.6 divided by 2. This area is 60.67 centimeters square. Okay, so this is the area of a triangle ABC and area of a triangle ADC, which is 60.67 centimeters square. Right, now the next thing, this is the first step. Now the next step is, let me find the area of the sector, the both sectors, BAC and DAC, right? Area of sectors. Area of a sector has a formula which is theta over 360 pi r square. So theta we have given, which is 41 degrees. If I consider the sector BAC, theta we have given is 41. So 41 degrees over 360 degrees times pi, and times the radius we have is 13.6 centimeter square. Let me calculate this. Okay, 13.6 times 13.6 times by pi and times by 41 and divided by 360, and that is 66.17 or 66.2, we can say. 66.2 centimeter square is the area of both sectors, right? Now we have to find the area of the question is find the shaded area only, not the unshaded one. Now what we have, we got the area of the triangle ABC, area of a triangle ADC, area of a sector BAC, and area of a sector DAC, right? But we have to find the area of the shaded one, not this, the unshaded. This one is unshaded. Let's say this, name this a segment, the unshaded segment, right? So how can we calculate the area of the segment? Let me draw the segments separately. So let us consider this as a sector with a triangle. This is ABC triangle and a sector BAC. This is gonna be the sector. So my drawing is not so good, but I tried to draw. So this is A, B, and C, and this is A, D, and C, the triangles and the sectors, right? So let me calculate the area of this segment. Let's say this is a segment and this is a segment, right? Now we have to find out the area of the segments. So to calculate the area of this segment, we have to do the area of a sector, subtract the triangle, we will get that area. Again, area of a sector, subtract the triangle to get that area. All right, now the third step is area of segment. area of a segment is the sector area, subtract the triangle area, right? The sector area is 66.2 minus the triangle area is 60.67. Okay, 66.2 subtract 60.67, that is 5.53 centimeter square. That is the area of a segment, the first segment. Now the area of two segments, area of two segments is 2 times of this, which is 11.06 centimeter square. That is the area of two segments. And what are the two segments? These two segments are basically the unshaded one. Area of two segments we can say, or we can say unshaded area. Unshaded area is equals to 11.06 centimeter square. Right, now let me calculate the total area. What is the total area of this rhombus? So this triangle and this triangle, the sum of two triangles is the total area. So we can say the fourth step is total area of rhombus, which is the sum of two areas of a triangle. 2 times area of a triangle is 60.67. That is gonna be 2 times 60.67, 121.34 centimeter square. That is the area of a rhombus. So we got the area of the rhombus ABCD, the whole area, and the unshaded one. The total area, subtract the unshaded one, we will get the shaded area. I hope this makes sense. Let me explain one more time. The total area of a rhombus is ABCD, which we just got, and we have to subtract the unshaded one to get the shaded area, because the question is to find out the shaded area, right? Let me do the fifth step over here. So we can say the shaded area is, so the shaded area is from total area subtract the unshaded one. So the total area is 121.32, the unshaded is 11.06. 121.34 subtract 11.06 minus 11.06, which is 110.28, or we can say 110.3 centimeter square. That is the shaded area. Let me explain this question one more time. So the first thing is we have to calculate the area. In the first step, I calculated the area of two triangles, ABC and ADC. Then I did the two sectors, right? And the next thing is we have to find the area of the segments. This segment, the bottom one, and the top one. By doing the area from the sector, subtract the triangle. From the sector area, subtract the triangle area, we will get the segment area. So the segment area is basically the whole segment area, basically the unshaded one, or we can name it that, the unshaded area. The total area is the area of a rhombus, which is the sum of two triangles, ABC and ADC. So the shaded area is gonna be from the total area, subtract the unshaded one, we will get the area of the shaded region. I hope this is clear now. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.